Good afternoon, and welcome back. It is Zeus, K8CES here, and I'm back again at Sleepy Hollow State Park. Don't mind me just messing with my camera here. I'm trying out a backpack mount here. But I'm back at Sleepy Hollow State Park. As you could see, they kind of put away the picnic benches for the season. So no picnic bench activation for today. That's not a problem. I think I have a way we can figure that out. So I'm just gonna walk over to my usual spot over there in the corner, and then we'll get going. But it's been a little bit since I've been on the air. I actually got out here yesterday and did a quick mobile activation. And it had been maybe a week since I've been on the air, so it's been a while. I'm long overdue for some radiotherapy. So hopefully everybody's been doing pretty good. Starting to cool down a lot. We actually got a little bit of snow last weekend. Had a little Arctic front come in and dump a little bit of snow. Nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy, but it was just enough to kind of chill your bones a bit. And I could set up here and just rock with the benches, just kind of rock and put up like that. But I brought this out already, so we're gonna use this. Let's do this. Let's get the tripod out for the camera, and then we'll get you set up here so you can see what we're doing. Cool. So yeah, I brought out a little camping picnic table. It's the cutest little thing. Got this little aluminum frame, I want to say, and then these aluminum little boards that go over the frame itself. It's a bit windy, so I might actually take the microphone off the camera here and rock it myself. Okay. Just get my backpack off here and get set up. Put the baggie out. We'll put the baggie away for now. We don't need that. And then this is super simple. I'm just gonna set it up here, and then we'll move it where we're gonna operate. Get this lined up. If you don't have a portable table with you and you're a field op, you need to get yourself one. Does require a bit of finesse to get it in, but once you get it in or get it assembled here, it's not pretty good. It's a pretty good table. Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? It's not like that. It's like this. That's why I was struggling. Okay. That's perfect. And then I think we'll just set this right over here. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of build my station, and then once I get it built up, I'll bring you over. So that takes care of the table. Now let's get a seat going. This is my Helinox Chair Zero, I want to say it's called. Super lightweight, little camping table, or camping chair. Super expensive. Like, you can 100% find something that's like $30 on Amazon and it works phenomenal. But if you're looking for something lightweight, something compact, something you can take anywhere with you, something that'll fit in a backpack, I have yet to find something that beats the Chair Zero here. It's just function built, and like what I've realized is when it comes to items that are purpose built, they're intended to be built with a purpose. They tend not to be cheap because a lot of engineering, a lot of R&D goes into it to make a great product, and tends not to be cheap. It's not a cheap investment to do. But that being said, I do love my Helinox here. So now that that's built up, we'll put that over here. Everything wants to blow away because it's a little windy. Perfect. Okay. Let's show you what I'm working with here. This is going to be my operating position. And that puts you right where you want to be to see all the action. So I'm just going to go get my bags. Since I got nothing, no other table here, next to me, I'm just going to plop my bags on the ground. And then we'll just set things up as we kind of go along. So for today's activation, I'm going to be using the 817 here. I'm going to be using the 817. I've been wanting to take this radio out to play for a little bit. So I'm glad to take it out today. And then I probably won't need the tuner. I think we just do a 20-meter run and then call it a day. There's my spike, LD6, V2, and the spike that mounts it to the ground. We're going to do an end fed halfway from Pactana. And like I mentioned, it's only going to be a 20-meter run today, so I don't need the 40-meter add on there. We'll use the 20-foot wire of ABR Industries, and then to top it off, we'll use my Palm Pico paddle. I do have a power or Biono battery for the what's it called, 817 there, so I'll definitely put that together here. fuse that. Okay. That's so cool. This is the first time I'm using this bag as a power brick, and it works. I got my Bio 109 amp power in there. All I gotta do is just plug it into my radio back here, and it's good. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, why do I feel like I need something else, but I probably don't? Let's go ahead and set up. It's a beautiful day today. I always say that. It's always a beautiful day, don't it? I always say that. But, I mean, it's just a gorgeous day. Any day you're out playing radio, any day you're out doing anything is a beautiful day. So I'll plug in our coax to our radio here, just so we know where to put our spike at. String out our coax. I'm just now realizing that I'm going to use this picnic bench that's over here. It's kind of like spot to mount my coax, or mount my end fed to. And let's move you around so you can see what I'm doing, because I'll be working over here for a little bit. Okay. We'll just string out our coax. Super violent with my wire. Super violent with my pectenna, because it slipped out of my hand. Okay. So I'll put this on the picnic bench for now. Okay. And then we'll string out my wire. So let me know that I want it right around this area. So I'll put it there. And then let's do something about this feed point situation here. I think that'll do just fine. All right, look at my, oh boy. Mr. B, I'm gonna need you to go away. This ain't your spot to play. Okay, so following the wire, I lost. It's right here. So we want to be right here. That's good. Ground's nice and soft, so the spike just goes right into the ground. No hammer needed today. Plop down our masts, bring our top element on. And then we'll just clip the spinner there to the mast. And all we gotta do now is just raise it up. As it goes up, you might put a little bit of tension on that antenna there, which is fine. Perfect. Beautiful. All right, I'll show you what we're working with here. So that's where I put the antenna. It's just kind of anchored on like the side of the picnic bench. And there's my mast. A little bit of a lean to it. I got a nice little bit of tension on that on the wire there. So it is kind of putting a little bit of a curve to the mast, but it's not extreme. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get set up. And for today, I'm actually trying out a new way to capture the audio. I picked up a Sony digital audio recorder. Okay. Yeah, I picked up a new Sony digital audio recorder, as well as attenuator, inline attenuator for the input. Because apparently, I was doing a little bit of research because I wanted to capture the clearest audio I possibly could for you guys. And I did a little bit of research, and what I found out is I need a little bit of attenuation coming from the headphone or headset out from the radio to my voice or audio recorder, because it could be a little bit too powerful for the internal microphone to handle, and it'll distort all the audio. So with a little attenuator in line, that should take care of a lot of the problem. And that lets me run headphones, which I absolutely love using headphones. Lets me pick out a little bit weaker stations in the noise, all that good stuff. Okay. Let's get our logbook out and set up. And then lastly, I need a key cable. This is a little adapter that I found, a 2.5 to 3.5 adapter. So it works perfectly fine. It is an RTTS instead of an RTS cable, but it works perfectly fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and set our logs up here. There we go. So today is We are at US 1540. Today is 11:15. It is Saturday, 2025. The current time is 12:36 local, so we're 5 hours behind, so that means it is 17:36 UTC. And like I mentioned, we're going to start off on the 20 meter band. So we'll do 20 meter. Now let's power up the audio recorder here. There we go. Oh, I guess it was already on. There we go. Oh, you know what? Before we get going too far, I was messing with this last night, and I gotta put the antenna to the front. There we go. Make sure I get my full power out too. Turn the key on. Okay. Set the power. Perfect. Okay, let me check the bands. Let's see where everybody's at, and then we'll call CQ. Uh-oh. No signal. Oops. I don't think there is a way to reverse it. So let's do this. Let's turn the radio off real quick. Let's turn these upside down. Okay. That should be better. Nobody came back saying the frequencies in use. I hear some people off on this distance, but they're pretty well out. Trying to spot myself with the 1 bar signal that I have. Whoa. Okay, so I'm not getting out, so I'm just going to use the offline spotter, spot myself on 14063. I sent the text out. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of problem there. Well, I hope I got my spot out. Paddle must have not liked being inverted in there for some reason. Oh, I see why. Damn. I got no signal. So I don't know if my spot's going out. It is rough out here for a pin. FT-2 AEQ. I know you were trying to call to see if it was frequency was clear, but thanks for working me there, buddy. I've been trying to spot myself, and I don't think it's working. I need to be better about scheduling my activations. Hopefully that gets picked up by the RBM. Got you. It's not looking too pretty. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nothing heard. Okay. So I'm gonna have to cut that because I'm looking here and it just got bad out of nowhere. Like wind, dark clouds. I'm not gonna chance it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start packing up, and hopefully nothing pours. But this is coming in fast. Like I'm seeing the clouds like rolling, just rolling by. I don't know if you could tell by the camera, but it's kind of scary. So I'm just gonna clean up, pack up, call it a day. I got 11 contacts. I'm happy with the activation. It was a little rough start coming into today. I think partly because I didn't spot myself. And I didn't schedule the spot either. So I'm sure the system there had a really hard time picking me up and identifying my park. But regardless, I had a couple hunters come in and made my activation possible. So appreciate you guys. I really do. Everybody that hunts, us POTA activators, you're doing a big part. If I came out here with all my gear and there wasn't a single hunter out there, I don't know if I could do my activation. And yeah, Dave, I had a spider crawling up on me. It looked like a pretty nasty spider too, so I kind of I had to take care of that while I was taking their QSO as well. So if you heard me skew it up a bit, that's why. I gotta figure out how to change the polarity on the radios, because this is backwards than what I'm used to, or all my gear is used to. And the camera's running out of juice too, so I think I'm just gonna pack up my bag, put away my log here, put away my radio, and then I'll pack up the rest. And then I'll leave you guys with that. But I do appreciate you coming back and coming along for the ride again. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is what we call amateur radio, and more specifically, this is what we call Morse code in amateur radio. And this is how we kind of talk to other people around the country, around the world, talk to other hams, all alike. So it's a fun activity. If you've been on the fence learning Morse code, just do it. What I suggest is learn your name, learn the letters in your name, right? If you got a short name, you got a handful of letters to learn how those sound in Morse code, because that was the first thing that I learned when I started my journey in Morse code. I learned how to send my call sign, and then once I learned how to send my call sign, I learned how to send my name. And then once I learned what my name sounded like, everything was history after that. So, it keeps you engaged. It's fun. It's a good little tool. But like anything else in life, if you don't use it, you lose it. So it's important to not only learn your Morse code and practice it, but to continuously practice it and learn it every day and try and be a little bit more proficient with it than yesterday, right? But it's about repetitiveness and consistency. I found that if I go a week, 2 weeks, this was a week, I'm pretty rusty on the air. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and take care of this antenna situation, get all that coax put away, get that mass put away, and then call it a day. Thanks again for coming out and watching my activation. I do appreciate it. I think my channel's up at 200 and some subscribers now, and a couple of my videos have gone 1,000+ views. I would have never imagined it, but I do appreciate you guys for watching along and giving your boy here some views. So with that, I'll leave you. Hopefully you have a very, very good weekend. Get some stuff done, get some radio time, radio therapy, right? And with that, we say 72s.